Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout in your home. Very minimal equipment, small amount of space, but a great overall body workout. So remember to come into these workouts warmed up and ready to move. 5 to 10 minutes of a cardio workout to warm up your muscles, get your heart rate pumping, and get your mind ready for movement. So we're going to start today with walkouts. No equipment needed. What I want you to do is we're going to bend your knees, walk all the way out to a plank, and then back up. Now, if you see that and that makes you nervous and you don't think you're ready to try something like that, another way you can modify this is by using a chair. Put your hands down on the chair, walk your feet back to a plank, and then back up. All the way up each time. So this is another way you can modify this exercise. Make sure your hands are directly beneath your shoulders. I'm going to keep doing walkouts. If you are doing them onto the floor, bend those knees. Slowly walk out to a plank. Again, hands directly beneath your shoulders. You don't want to be way out here. That's extra hard, and it's also really hard on your shoulders. Come on all the way up. We're going to go for let's do 10. I think that was 4 altogether. Try to alternate which hand you put down first and which hand you start back with. If this really hurts your wrists, you can, try it on your fingertips, or again, use that chair as an alternative. Remember to keep bending your knees here. It's going to be much easier on your hamstrings. Just slowly walking out to that plank, slowly walking back all the way up. Make sure you're doing this near something sturdy or next to a wall or next to a kitchen counter or something, so that if you do get lightheaded when you stand up, you've got that right there, so that can steady you. Breathing all the way up each time. One more to go. Out and all the way up. Okay, really good. Next we're going to do some side-stepping squats. So I want you to pick up a weight. It doesn't matter. You can use a medicine ball, you can use a dumbbell, you can use a weight plate, you can use your gallon jug with water, or you can do it without weights. What I want you to do is start with your feet together. We're going to take a side step, sit back into that squat. Side step, sit back. Breathing. So nice wide step out to the side. Just across your room, back and forth. Keep your chest up nice and tall. You want to keep this weight really close to your chest here. Breathing. Sitting those hips back. You want your weight in your heels when you sit back into that squat. Okay, good. Rest. Remember to use good form when you pick up that weight and set it back down. Now we're going to grab a fit ball, if you have one. If not, you can do this one on your hands and knees. We're going to do a bird dog. So rolling out on that ball to your tummy here. So my hands and my feet are just lightly touching. You want your hands directly beneath your shoulders. A good alignment here so that your chin is tucked, almost like a rope is pulling your head towards the side of the room. Good spinal alignment. We are going to reach out one arm and the opposite leg, reaching out towards the opposite ends of the room, trying to keep your torso stable. So nice and slow. We'll hold it for 2 or 3 seconds. You may find that one side feels a little easier than the other. Really contracting those abs, working hard to keep you stable here. Breathing. This can be difficult. So if this is too much on the ball with your tummy, go ahead and do it on your hands and knees on the floor. This is a good alternative though. adds a little bit more instability if you're ready to try something a little bit more. Breathing. The other thing that's good about this method is it's easier on your wrists. So if you do have that problem with wrists when you're on your hands and knees. Similarly, if you're having any shoulder pain with this, you can lift up your leg and then just lift up your hand so that you're still getting that posterior chain contraction and you're still working on all of that balance and core work, but you don't have to worry about reaching overhead if that's painful on your shoulders. So you can just pick up one hand, that opposite hand from your leg. Breathing. 2 more on each side. And if this feels like too much, you can stop early. You don't have to go all the way to 10. And I think this is the last one here. All right, good. So roll back. You can get your bearings. Make sure you stand up slowly so that you don't get lightheaded or dizzy. Good. Now we're going to use a band or a tube here that I have about shoulder or hip height over here. And we're going to do a Pallof press. There's a few different ways to do these Pallof maneuvers, and this time I'm going to have you take your band that is about hip or shoulder height right in here in your torso and hold it right here perpendicular to your body, and I'm going to have you press slowly straight out, keeping your body facing forward. This is a big core exercise. The further you get that band away from your body, the more your obliques are firing to keep your body stable. Now, from the outside looking in, this does not look very challenging. If you are doing this and it doesn't feel challenging, step out a ways or grab a little bit heavier of a band. When you get up to this point, you should really be feeling it right in those side abs, your obliques. Let's do one more nice and slowly. Now, keeping those shoulders down and then keeping this band right in front of you. Now we're going to turn around and do it this way, because you want to get both sides equally, pressing straight out. Breathing nice and slow. Like I said, when you get to this point where it's furthest out away from you, that's when it gets really challenging. If it's too much, you can step closer to the wall, make it a little bit easier on you. Again, like I said, if you need a little bit more, either double up your band, grab a harder band, or just step further out. 2 more. Notice that my body is in a good athletic position. My hips are back a little, my knees are bent, shoulders down, and my core is really firing to keep my body stable there. All right, good. Now we're going to do a little balance challenge with a tightrope. Envision you're walking on a tightrope. So I want you to write heel toe all the way across your room. Envision that you're walking on a straight tightrope or line. You could use, your tile lines for your grout lines for your tile. You could use your lines for if you have hardwood floors, or just pretend you've got a straight line there. Nice heel to toe, nice and slowly. Now, try, if this is feeling easy for you, try turning your head side to side as you're walking on that tightrope. That changes it significantly. If turning your head is too much, just try turning your eyes. You could look side to side first and then do the head turns. Try changing that focus. That proprioception is a big deal when it comes to maintaining your balance. And I like to add these variables because generally when you are trying to balance, when those falls do happen, it typically is when you're trying to do something. You're trying to carry something and you miss a curve, or you're talking to someone and you trip. So it's all of those changes in your attention and your proprioception as you're also needing that balance. All right, good. Challenge yourself. You can walk all the way down your hallway and back. Add some more variables to that. Okay, we're going to end on the floor. So we're going to lie down on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. We're going to do penguin abs. So I want you to think about a rope pulling your chest up towards the ceiling. We're going to lift your shoulder blades up off the ground. Also keeping your head in alignment with that chest, not pulling straight forward like this. You don't want to be pulling on that neck. So we want to lift up those shoulder blades, and then we're going to go side to side, reaching towards your heels. Breathing. Keep those shoulder blades up. Good. The other thing is if you need to just maybe do one or two and then come back down, come up, do one or two, come back down. That's okay. You can ease into it and work up to doing more at a time. Okay, that's it. So go ahead and do this circuit of exercises one or two more times through. Add some cardio in between to get that heart rate up and make it a great full body, full hour workout. Follow with some cool down and stretches. And let me know if you have any questions or need any modifications to any of these exercises. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your workout.